Hi, this is Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are dealing with a wonderful topic today, and I want to start with part one of this great topic to you as a young man that you should learn out of. And the topic that I want to speak about is things money cannot buy. Things that money cannot buy, but yet you need those. And as a young man, you should actually look at this because there are things that we cannot buy with money, but yet we're chasing things around that we can buy with money, and we want to shine and impress our own friends, impress the people around us with things that money can buy, while you're neglecting an area of looking at things that money cannot buy. And this is the topic that I want to speak about today. And part one of this, I want to deal just with two aspects of things that money cannot buy, and that may actually help you as a young man to start focusing on this and make sure that you develop this. The first thing that I want to speak about is money cannot buy manners. Money cannot buy manners. Manners, behavior or things that you develop, the habits that you develop in relation to how you deal with people. The manners is how you handle yourself, is how you make sure that you conduct yourself in the midst of people. These are manners. And manners can either be bad manners or it could be good manners as well. Now, that is why people have got what we call mannerism. And mannerism is a development of some habits of some sorts that you do, certain type of habits. And as I say, some may be positive and none may be negative. It is very important that we therefore focus on positive manners that one needs to have, but also maybe we need to highlight some of the negative manners that people would have. One of those manners that I would just mention as negative is interrupting people when they speak. That's one of the bad manners. And one of the other bad manners as well, one of the bad manners as well could be lack of respect of people. And sometimes not even just people, then you don't respect also the elderly. That's manners that are negative actually, manners that are wrong. But there are very positive manners that one need to develop. And as a young man, I must emphasize that you need to develop good manners. One, some of those manners are listening skills, whereby you're listening to people when they speak instead of speaking while other people are speaking. And that's just good manners. Be able to listen while people are speaking to you, because you will be learning quite a lot as a young man when people speak and you listen to them and you aim to learn out of what people are saying. That's very, very important. Respect, as I've mentioned earlier, very, very important as a good manner, that you respect people despite of their age, despite of who they are. Respect them anyway. This is very, very important. Now, also there are some soft manners like how do you really behave when you are sitting in a table and eating? Now, people that you are around with could be comfortable with some of the things, but there are other things that are just bad manners to do. And for instance, people will tell you it is actually bad manners to speak about nauseating things while you are on the table eating. It is also bad manners actually to move around and disturb people while they're eating, and bad manners. So those are type of manners that I would say they're bad manners, but they are good manners that one needs to adopt. But I want to emphasize that as a young man, be able to identify good manners in life. And please associate yourself with good manners and practice them in your life. Because these are things that you don't need money to buy. These are things that you can practice in your life, learn them, instill them in you, and be able to become a better individual by just practicing those manners. Now, manners like when your parents as a young man are sending you maybe to the shop or somewhere, be trustworthy to go there and be able also, if you using money, to keep that money because it doesn't belong to you. Those are just simple good manners that you need to adopt as a young man. You don't need to pay money for that. And those manners are very important, that you scrutinize those and develop them in your life. And everyone who has developed good manners is beneficiary for them. And also you gain favor from the people that you are dealing with or the people that you are around. And as a young man, to your parents as well, some of the favors that we get from our parents is purely because of the manners that we are displaying or that we have learned actually, and bring them back, give them back unto our parents. So manners are something that you will never actually need money to buy those, but they're very important. Secondly, morals. I want to speak about morals just for a moment today because it's very important for us to speak about morals. And we see that we're living in a generation that don't care about morals. Now, morals is ability to identify what is right and what is wrong. And therefore also make sure that you choose to do what is right compared to what is wrong. That's a moral. Because morals are actually the norms that are developing in the community, the way things are done in a community. What is wrong, what is right, and that determines the morals of people. Now, when you develop as a young man, you must actually develop morals that will actually put you in the narrow and straight of life, and that will make you to be able to do things the right way. Now, some of the morals are actually just to honor people and not be insulting to people, not to be rude to people. And that's morals. When you speak to people, count your ways and be careful of how you speak to people, because the way you speak actually determines the morals that you have. There are those that don't have morals actually of respecting others in communities or honoring people in communities. And I want to emphasize that this is something that you don't need money to buy. And as a young man, wherever you are, in the community that you are, in the family where you are growing, please make sure that you adopt good morals. And good morals will actually help you in life. One of the morals that's very important is to respect other people's properties. So in other words, make sure that you don't take that which is not yours. Because when you take things that are not yours, is actually showing that you don't have morals. Or the morals that you have are actually bad morals that you might have adopted. And we have seen young men that develop stealing things or taking things that don't belong to them, and therefore just take them even though they know it's not theirs. Now, the other bad morals that people adopt in life is destroying property. And I must emphasize that as a young man, develop to take care of the property around you, in your community, in your own home. Make sure that you take care of people's things, whether it's actually the so-called things that belong to government, but the good morals are those that will make you to take care of even infrastructure of the community, infrastructure of the government. And I must really say that we're living in a communities that lack morals right now, whereby people destroy even the very same property that they will need tomorrow. And I'm emphasizing this, that as a young man, when you develop morals yourselves, instill in those that are closer to you the morals that are right in life. Teach those that are your friends, those that are your associates in life. Emphasize the issue of morals, because morals don't need money to buy. They're very easy to adopt and develop them. And when you develop them, practice them in your life, as you instill them in your life, you become a better person by so doing. And I must emphasize that as a young man, be obsessed about good morals, because good morals will benefit you in the future, and life will be actually nicer for you, because people prefer people with good morals. And people that grew up without good morals, most of them end up in prison or end up destroying your own life because of bad morals. And you start to live life that is actually deviant because of bad morals. Those with bad morals, you will see as a young man, that most of them have been actually absorbed by drug addictions. They've actually been absorbed by wrongdoing. Some of them are actually engaged in gangsterism. And the reason is because of morals will lead you to bad behavior that will make you gang up with people of the same behavior. And as a young man, please make sure that you develop good morals, because morals don't need money to buy. And I hope you've learned out of this and you know that this is what money cannot buy, but yet is very important in your life. I want to end up here today. This was part 1 of this great topic. I want you to join us as we deal with part 2 tomorrow, and I hope this will help you. Please remember also to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you like our Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum, and you'll be notified as you click that notification button of any teaching that we bring along, and the very same ones, part 2 tomorrow as we deal with. And I hope you have learned a lot. Join us tomorrow as we deal with part 2 of this great topic. May the good Lord bless you, and allow me to check out and say cheers for now.